Hello and welcome to the Space Between Ideas. This is part two for today. It is late at night. My little puppy, Gordon Gord, he's wondering what is going on. He wants to go outside for a run. Let's just share the whole screen so I can give you an idea of what's going on. All right, let's move this. Now, I gotta tell you, I just have no idea what's happening right now. This thing is absolutely crazy. I haven't been to ChatGPT for a while. I'm pretty sure we're pretty close to or out of our we got 10 more. The last 10 requests. Can we finish the app with the last 10 requests? I doubt it. Um so what we're doing right now is we're doing a lot of testing, and it's so crazy because this thing, it wants access to my Chrome browser. And what happens is I accept the testing thingamajig, and then it opens up a Chrome browser, and then it starts testing, and there's errors all over the place. Like, literally, I have no idea what's going on right now. But on the other hand, okay, this is what's going on. So we got performance testing and monitoring verification. Run the Cypress performance test using our new blah 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 to verify metrics such as load times, memory usage, responsiveness. Analyze the results of Lighthouse and bundle analysis to ensure that we meet our performance budgets. Integration testing runs Cypress integration test to verify critical user flows and project auto creation, module navigation, form submission, etc. Confirm that the new data tested attributes make the test more reliable and help us pinpoint any UI UX issues. Manual testing and review performance alerts. It's just what I don't have no idea what's going on. No idea. I mean, something is supposed to be happening. It's like it's supposed to be installing something. Something's down here analyzing. Something's happening down here. So we're at the end of a long day. I've just been going back and forth, dueling. Yeah, I call it dueling pianos. I've been doing this all day long. Just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Basically, I just got tired of it, and I was just like, "Hey, what do we have to do in order just to get the MVP ready to go?" Because I'm just done. I'm done with this whole testing. Like, I don't know, with creating anything new. My dog's going crazy too. It's oh my goodness, everyone's going crazy. He's lost all desire to live. He wants to go outside, and I need my cursor to go faster and finish this testing process. Like, I have no idea what's going on. This, like, literally, what I feel like is like, imagine that you decided to create a space shuttle and travel to Mars. I'm kind of like a semi conspiracy theorist because, you know, we got these um, pictures of like distant planets. And I don't know, sometimes I look at these pictures of distant planets and I just think, this is not real. Or like Mars looks like. And I'm just like, no, that's not what the surface of Mars looks like. Like, why is it that suddenly we're getting all this information about like it's not so easy to get to the moon? It's not so easy to solve these problems that we thought were solved, 50 years ago. And suddenly you reach the moon or you reach Mars and it's like way different than you thought it was going to be. So everything that you planned for was based on the conditions here on Earth. And then suddenly you're on Mars. And there's two issues. One issue is like your equipment is not actually meant for Mars because you don't have any equipment that can actually figure out what is needed for this equipment to be able to be used on Mars. So you're trying to create sensors, you're trying to create equipment that can be used on Mars, and then you arrive to Mars, and then you have to actually on Mars. That's the place where you need to be. You need your equipment to work, but you have no idea of understanding what is required for it to be working on Mars. And that's where I am suddenly. Like suddenly I'm like getting to the very end of this app. Remember in the video earlier today, I was like cursors like, okay, we're ready. We can launch this MVP. We can do it, no problem. And then I had a little chat with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the main guy, the project manager. And then the project manager said, no, there is some other things we need to do. It's mostly testing. You see, it's testing right now. So you got to run these tests. Watch this craziness. So you arrive on Mars, and suddenly the Chrome browser appears that you've never seen before. It's just like automatic testing. And my dog is just losing his mind. He's wondering when we get to go outside. He's lost all sense of patience. I don't know. It's been like 2 weeks of this. Of just, did you see this? This is crazy. Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. What is going on? We're literally on Mars. Your tests are loading. I have no idea what's testing or why or how or like what's the purpose and does it have anything to do with the app at all? I literally have no idea what's going on. We made it to the edge of the universe and now we're looking at Mars and it's just like, what is this? Why? Look, it's compiled with problems. All it says is compiled with problems. All day long, it's just compiled with problems. No idea what's going on. I don't know where we are. I don't know how to solve this issue. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's going like this. You can see kind of in the background, like there's an app in the background. And I don't think that has anything to do with the actual application that I'm trying to deploy. But the feeling is like just be patient, get through these experiences, get through these tests. And basically, what it's doing is it's setting up the testing environment so that in the next stage, when I look at the user interface and I have to modify the user interface so that it actually looks the way that I intended it to look, then all of the other elements of the application are connected. Yeah, I see that. And hopefully everything is connected and everything's working and everything, and there's no problems, so that when I decide to make some small changes to the user interface so that it actually looks the way that I want it to look, then we have all the other infrastructure in place to solve problems. That is my hope. But I literally have no idea what's going on because, you just pay your 20 bucks and click accept all. Anyways, what? I mean, Gordon, he wants me to scratch the stomach. He says, either you scratch my belly or we go outside for a run. Those are your choices. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Gordy Good. Those are my choices. All right, here we are back in Mars. It's incredible. I have no idea what's going on. Compiled with problems. Remember back in the day, the first time I tried out Cursor and I would just basically like copy and paste the stuff I'm seeing on my screen and say, hey, look, here's the problems. And then it would be like, okay, well, we're going to fix those problems. And now it's just constant problems. Like, there's literally no solution to these problems. It says it's going to solve them, but it doesn't solve them. And then suddenly it'll just shut off. What? What? Yeah, I know what you want. It's Gordy Gord's time. So I think because of the time and because Gordon is losing his mind, once this finishes, see, the issue is like once it does 25 requests and it's going to pause. Well, I don't really care if it pauses, actually. All right, Gordon Gordon. All right, it's time we go outside. Look at this guy. You want to see what Gordon Gordon looks like? He's nuts. All right, where's my screen? This guy. There he is. Look at this guy. Gordon Gordon. This guy's so crazy. If I stop scratching him, watch what it'll do. All right. Anyways, I guess you're not gonna be too interested in me scratching my dog's belly. What? this is what, this is my dog. All right. So there you go.